Hello there. Welcome to the dining room of Mansky, a restaurant in Los Angeles, California. Have you ever noticed on a restaurant menu, it'll list the exact name of the ingredient that is featured in a dish? Not just like, oh, there's a strawberry in this dish, but the exact name of the strawberry.
This is one of those desserts. It's a cheesecake that features Harry's berries.
A very, very good type of strawberry.
Very good.
We're gonna be first going to the farm that provides these strawberries,
Harry's berries.
and then we're gonna go to a few restaurants to find out why these chefs not only seek out these strawberries, but also choose to put their name on the menu.
And eating many of those strawberries.
Hi, my name is Monica Jean.
And I'm Chris Jean from Harry's Berries.
And you run the show here at Harry's Berries now.
We're taking over for my parents. As my father got older, he wanted to make sure that we kind of got more knowledge of the actual day-to-day operations, keep the Harry's Berries legacy going on.
To talk a little bit about this legacy, I feel like we love Harry's berries, right? And
Yeah.
a lot of people love Harry's berries.
My grandfather started farming about 50 years ago.
And he was Harry of Harry's Berries?
He was the actual Harry
He
of
is the
Harry's
Harry.
Berries. His actual name is Hideo. He's Japanese. In the 60s, people couldn't pronounce his name, so he just eventually turned into Harry because his name started with an H. It kind of worked out for the best because Harry's Berries has
The
a really
perfect
nice ring to it.
So there absolutely is a Harry behind the Harry's berries.
The Gaviotas are our most popular variety. That's what we grow the majority of. So here we are in our Gaviota patch right here. They're a lower acid variety, which hence you taste more of the sweetness because strawberries are actually pretty low on like the glycemic index. They don't really have that much sugar in them. So
Really?
the lack of acid really brings out the sweetness. They're a little juicier, they're softer texture, red all the way through.
How do we know when one is ready to pick?
Generally, we pick the darkest, reddest ones.
It's crazy because these all look like perfect strawberries.
Yeah.
This little pink guy right here, which probably needs another week. These three right here are looking like they're ready to go. The stem, it's angling that way. So you're gonna wanna snap it against. You're gonna go the opposite direction. Because if you don't, you're just pulling and yanking on it. And
It came off so easy.
yeah, and it just snaps. You hear the snap?
So it's facing
Yeah, just put your thumb like on the top.
like this.
Eh.
So I can eat it.
Yeah, that's good, because that way there's no trash in the field, so good?
There's a gush in my mouth.
Yeah.
So,
Did you eat one?
So
yes. What?
there is a lot of skill involved in this.
I will get it.
I think I understand now. All right, so it's going down like that. So I'm gonna go like this, and now I'm just gonna go.
Oh!
Oh,
You did it. Strawberry.
And then we have the Mara de Bois, which are similar to like a fraise du bois, like a wild strawberry. Here we are in the Mara de Bois patch. The Maras are definitely smaller. You don't get that gritty kind of, sometimes fraise are a little earthy.
I didn't realize that there was more to strawberries than just the standard one.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hundreds of varieties of strawberries, just like apples.
And how would you describe their flavor?
More similar to wild berries, so they have that really intense flavor. The closest analogy we've came up with is the strawberry equivalent of a Concord grape.
And the texture, of course, is very like butter.
Smooth, so Inga will get one later.
So this is your first time eating this type of strawberry, right?
yes. I put it in my mouth and I crushed it. I crushed it. I could hear like the gush.
Got that smooth,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
when
no, it
Monica
is.
said they're smooth.
Very
they really
velvety,
are,
yeah. Oh my God.
Wolfgang Puck would wait in line at the Beverly Hills Farmers Market to buy his Mara de Bois.
Wolfgang
his
Puck
whole-
waits in line for
Yeah.
something.
He's a big fan of the Mara de Bois, so if Wolfgang Puck
Well, wait in line.
approves, then
Yes.
there's something to them.
For farmers markets especially, I know that's where like a lot of chefs like to go to source their ingredients. And I know Harry's Berries has this existing relationship with so many restaurants.
Absolutely.
How did that happen?
We're not just organic in our growing practices. A lot of what happens in our business happens organically as just having the best product that we can provide.
And even
Then,
for
you
a
know-
long period of time when restaurants and stuff would use our product. It was their secret ingredient. Our name just started getting put on menus. So then it was like, oh, okay, I knew I recognized these strawberries. I can taste they are Harry's berries.
Hi, my name is Walter Mansky. Together with my wife, Margarita, we're the chefs and owners of Republic Restaurant and also here Mansky Restaurant and downstairs Bicyclette.
What was it about Harry's berries that was different that made it stand out to you?
The quality of them. It has enough acidity and sweetness to balance it, but the flavor of the nuances of the strawberry, it's more than the sweetness. If you want, you can add sugar and make it sweet, but it's the flavor of them as well. It just has the taste that you recognize as a strawberry.
One thing that I think is common throughout all of these restaurants is that you really put a lot of effort into sourcing ingredients. Can you tell me a little bit about that process?
I myself put a lot into sourcing the ingredients. We're bringing the strawberries and then we make the dish. And that's true with everything as the season goes. That's the start of it, great ingredients.
Is that kind of how you came up with Kanpachi Crudo?
That's a dish that's inspired by Thailand, done here in Los Angeles with California ingredients.
Most importantly, the Harry's Berries strawberries that I got at the farmer's market today. Something that goes great with Thai flavors, but you wouldn't necessarily have in Thai cooking.
First, we make the sauce. It's fresh coconut milk. I infuse that with lemongrass, lime leaves, galanga, a little bit of garlic, a little shallots, and also Thai basil, of course.
I have a piece of the Kanpachi from Hawaii.
The Kanpachi is dressed with fish sauce, which gives it the salt and the umami flavors, lime for acidity, and then it has more chilies in it for the spice. Marinate it almost like you would a ceviche. Place that on top of the coconut milk.
Most importantly, garnish it with fresh Harry's berries right from the market.
In Thai cuisine, sugar is always a large component of it because when you have very spicy and high acidic sauces, to balance it, you add sugar. That's where the strawberries came in. The strawberry has a natural sweetness and it balances out the chili.
To give it a little texture, we're gonna put a couple of cucumbers with it. Raw turnips, nice and crunchy. Again, some texture. We're gonna put a little bit of chili oil in there.
Which gives it a little fat to round it out. Also pickled chilies, another dimension of spice with a little acidity in it.
Peanuts that I fried with chilies and garlic. Again, very typical in Thailand. Great for texture, great flavor. Strawberries and basil are really great. And then I also have fresh coriander blossoms.
And these were also from the farmers markets this morning.
Yes, there it is.
Wow, look at that. Woo! You approve?
Yes, beautiful.
Okay.
Good.
The strawberry was so sweet. And then it's like a little bit of spice and the tang you were talking about. Andrew, you want to try?
Smells great. Oh man, the coconut milk and the strawberry is great. If I was eating this blind, I would mistake the fish for just another piece of fruit. It has that like sweetness to it.
Andrew's just
Is it your
finishing the
problem?
whole
Oh.
thing now.
So this one is overripe, and this wouldn't make it into the container.
That would probably get made into jam or juice. Some of the best berries never make it to market because they're too ripe. They're the most delicious ones, but they're too delicate to even put it in a container to sell it. We don't like to waste anything here. Even with having less production, we gotta maximize as many berries as we can. We make strawberry jam. We also make a strawberry juice.
Which is like right there. I'm like,
have,
can we just try it right now? No!
These will be ready to drink in about 3 hours.
You know the joy that you had when you had the strawberry out on the field?
Yeah.
Because it was like hot and like strawberry gushing juices. This is like the opposite spectrum. This is like the ice cold version of that.
Oh, it's like melted sorbet.
So refreshing, so sweet. Oh, so strawberry.
That's good.
There's a drink
that's also inspired by those flavors.
Sean makes pretty good drinks.
He did mention that when he tested it for the first time, that you drank it all down
Yeah.
in one gulp. So
We've been working together for a long time. He really just tries to understand the flavors and the ingredients and put them together.
One of my favorite things about Harry's Berries is how fresh the strawberries are. It's always like a touch of floralness to it. And what we do at Republique is we always make cocktails that are micro-seasonal, so the fruit has to like stand up. And the idea for that is to make it taste just like a fresh strawberry. And we take the 3 Harry's Berry strawberries, we're gonna add a little lemon juice. That's gonna be muddled in, release those oils and juices, and then we start adding our sweeteners. This is an Amaro that's heavier on rhubarb.
That syrup is made from Harry's berries.
This is made from Harry's Berries. So we take this just by blending the strawberries with sugar. And then this is a lime leaf infused gin. This is to add that touch of greenness to it. Dash of grapefruit bitters. We're gonna double strain it to get all those extra fruit out. And we're gonna add a little cilantro blossom to it.
I love the color. Oh man, this is so, hold on. There is that little bit of grapefruit that you mentioned. There's a little bit of bitterness. I love the kind of bitter sweetness.
A fresh strawberry has this, like a touch of green note to it. And that's what the macroot lime leaf does for it.
Wow, thank you so much. This
You're
is,
welcome.
I can finish this
Yes, absolutely.
so fast.
Please do. Please don't throw it away.
Harry's Berries is also featured as a dessert item over here at Mansky.
We do a lot of desserts out of strawberries. Doesn't matter what time of the year it is, everybody's favorite is always berries when it's in desserts. The dessert that Margarita just made is really special.
This is a dessert that's called Brillat Savarin Cheesecake. It was inspired by Harry's Berries and the season of strawberries. We decided to make a cheesecake out of Brillat Savarin, which is a French cheese, super creamy, and it has like a little bit of a farm flavor, but not too strong, so it goes really well with the cream, with the strawberries, with the kumquats are also in season. First, we slice the beautiful strawberries. We fan the strawberries on top of the cheesecake. The little ends, this is what we make the strawberry jus out of. Nothing goes to waste. And this one just goes on top, more strawberry flavor. And this jus is super concentrated because it's purely strawberries and then tossed in a little bit of sugar. So the sugar pulls out all the juice of the strawberries. It becomes like a thick syrup like this. It's really pure strawberry juice. I make kind of like a streusel made out of flour, butter, sugar, and then I put cinnamon in it for the graham cracker aspect. Kumquats are in season, they're beautiful. It also gives another dimension to the dessert. So when you get a bite of the strawberries, the kumquats, the cream, it's kind of like an explosion in your mouth. The sorbet we also make with Harry's Berries. Just a small quenelle of it on top. And then just to make it even more beautiful, we're gonna put a couple flowers. And that's it.
Ooh, looks beautiful.
What makes a Harry's Berry strawberry so good?
We have a lot to do with it. A lot of people will put whatever's out in the field into a box and ship it off to you, and they really don't care because they don't have to interact with their customers.
Having to see the same customer weekly, so if you pass off a bad product, you're gonna hear about it the next week, you know, and you're defending or representing your own product. So there's a sense of pride, certainly.
People's eyes, when they light up, that alone makes it worth it.
wow, that's crazy.
To have people and you see their expression and get that kind of jog down memory lane, and food really kind of does that.
Oh my God. It's like strawberries and cream, but super elevated.
Cheesecake is not as tart as I thought it was gonna be, but that's very nice.
It's also not as heavy as I expected it to, because normally strawberry cheesecakes are so dense.
Yeah.
There's none of that in here. And also the strawberry juice, it reminds me of like the sun-kissed Harry's Berries we had at the farm.
Yeah, it's that reduced
Yes,
strawberry flavor.
it's like a melted
That was the best one yet.
Strawberry popsicle.
It tastes like how I would imagine a strawberry perfume would taste.
Yes, but an edible one.
Yeah, like an edible
Edible
one,
one.
not just like chemical taste.